can vividly remember my first time wanting to study music. I started playing piano at the age of 3 years old. I had a little toy piano that I would place in my room, and I'd watch television and bang on the piano along to whoever was on television singing or playing. And I remember asking my mother one day, "Mom, could I take piano lessons?" And she drove me around the corner to a man named Reverend Dean. She took me to his home, and I started taking piano lessons. I think the first song that I learned was Three Blind Mice. At that time, I learned how to play notes with colors, with like a cardboard being placed on the piano. With my father passing in 2005 and my mother now with advanced dementia, it's really affected my music because my music has a depth. There's a place that I pull from when I create music. There's a place that I resonate from when I sing, when I write music, when I play, when I work with other musicians. It's not just something superficial, but there's a deep river that I pull from. And that deep river comes out of the pain, it comes out of the process of adjusting to life and life's transitions. And it also comes from my faith in God, which keeps me going and moving forward. There were times, even back in middle school and high school, where people told me, "Damien, you can't possibly play classical music and gospel music. People with gospel music, they don't have technique, they're not educated." Then people told me, even in college, "Why would you want to be a classical musician? You'll never make it as a classical musician as an African-American male. They'll reject you. You should just stick to jazz, stick to something that's for your people, for your type of individual." And that really pressed me to go beyond what people would say, to go beyond the rejection of people not wanting me to fit in their particular mold or in their particular path. So I'm a person that's out of the box. Yes, I try to accurately perform and accurately uphold classical music, jazz music, gospel music, American music, period, whether it's pop, whether it's country, whether it's R&B, rock, it doesn't matter what it is. Music is music. One thing that I've come to learn is that none of us are copies, none of us are duplicated replicas of other people, but we each have our own individual path, our own individual DNA code, so to speak. And once a person figures that out, once a young person, a child figures that out, then they'll be able to find their trajectory path and they'll be able to soar above any and everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the National Vocal Jazz Choir with the Jazz at Lincoln Center Youth Orchestra, Damien Sneed, conductor.
When I conduct and perform the Abyssinian Mass, it's actually a feeling of ethereal serendipity. Why do I say that? Because who would have ever imagined that I would have an opportunity to work on a composition created and composed by my mentor, Wynton Marsalis, but yet in this composition, it would give me an opportunity to express myself with classical elements, gospel elements, and jazz. There weren't things like this that were written that I knew about personally when I was growing up, when I was coming up in Augusta, Georgia, and now that this one work would give me an opportunity to see the world and also to be able to conduct on the stage of Carnegie Hall.